Hi guys, welcome back to Daily Dreamer. Thanks a lot for coming and hanging out with me today for a dream. I don't know about you guys, but my dreams have been off the hooks lately. I mean, just flowing right through, let me tell you. I told you guys last time I was playing in that hypnagogue state. That's that state of awareness right before you actually drift off into sleep. And in that state, I've been able to ask some questions. So I'm super excited because this is, I've been trying to get this video out to you guys for a hot minute, for like, I don't know, a week almost now. But life seems to keep throwing its little dings my way, and that's wonderful. Keeps me on my toes. We welcome those. But anyway, so I've been trying to get this out to you guys. So the question was, in that state, it's my 1-year anniversary show since I decided to get the nerve up to open this channel and share my dreams with you. So the question going into sleep that night was, it's my 1-year anniversary. What's the message I'm supposed to take back? And lo and behold, of course, my dreams did not disappoint. So what happens? All right, so I wake up and I come to. And this is kind of humorous. Dangling before me, there is a shiny metal cookie over here, and there is a scroll. And the scroll, if you looked or unraveled it, you can see it's a layout. It's a layout of some things, but I didn't understand the writing around it. It was like maybe light language. I don't know, a language I was not familiar with. Anyways, the shiny metallic cookie is what caught my eye. And I know why it was a cookie. Because right before bed, I wanted a cookie. And my husband said, "This late?" And I said, "Of course, I want a cookie." You know, so I'll go down to go get a cookie. And lo and behold, the teenager in the house decided that she was going to go ahead and eat all the cookies. And so what was left for me? Brownies. But that's all right. Still got my chocolate fix. Anyway, so I think that's why the cookie. But it was metal nonetheless. And I remember putting it into a bag, my pocket. I don't know. I didn't look down. But I put it away for later. I grabbed the map, and right as soon as I did, what appeared was a marsh. And this marsh I know well. This marsh always leads up to a house. I did not know this house until it finally dawned on me after watching the patterns in my dreams that this is my house. This is my house of whatever issues seem to keep going on. I recognize that. Every time I used to go up to the house, I always had a bad feeling because there's always something going on. And my spirit guide, who is always there to greet me when things are shady, or if I'm in a bad situation, or if I need guidance, he's always there. I never ever doubt that. But this time he wasn't there. And he usually almost always is there at this house. So I was kind of disappointed because I didn't see him. And so I continue on to the house. And when I get up to the house, the door is actually open, which is another alarm for me, because that's usually not how this goes. But I enter in the doorway, and the map is funny because the map showed me the rooms. The rooms were completely empty, which never happens for me. Okay, in the middle floor, there's always chaos. Now, the stairs are always broken. There's an elevator, always. But there's always chaos. But for the first time, it was actually empty in this middle floor. And I did not go down to the basement. Now, the basement, that's a whole separate thing. That's got little trinkets down there. And they're dusty. But I did not go down to the basement. But what I did do was I looked over at the stairs, because I always want to go upstairs. I don't remember ever really going up the stairs, but once or twice. And when I did, I found out what was up there, and I wanted it so much. And now I understand what it is. And I'll tell you here in a second. Anyways, I look over at the stairs need mended. I didn't want to climb them. So I took out my key. I ran over to the elevator because I know that every time I have a key, I could probably fit it in the elevator and it'll go on up. Sure enough, my cookie fit there, right? Yay, cookies. So I put it in there and I go up, and I know exactly where I'm going. When the door opens, now I know I got to be quiet because I don't want them to know that I'm there. But they already knew I was there, and they asked me what I was doing there. Well, I said, I don't know, the key fit. Well, it didn't dawn on me. Okay, as I'm looking over, because I'm always mesmerized by what's going on in this room, it seems like it's the nerve center, the data center for me, is as though it's my own Akashic library record, and it's cool. It's got neon blue strings of information, light language, symbols, words, pictures, you name it. It is just, I mean, and it's neon blue, and it's so cool. And so I always only just get a second up there. But they asked me, what are you doing here? And I said, I don't know the key fit in. And they said, well, there's more pressing issues at hand. You'll have to go. And I was just like, oh, come on. What could be more pressing than me, knowing my whole story? But I did as they told me. I was escorted down the stairs, not through the elevator, but down the stairs. Even though they were broken, we were still able to get around. And then that was it. I turned around and whoever escorted me down was gone. And I'm thinking, okay, well, it's an empty house. What am I going to do? All right. So for the first time ever, I actually saw a back door. I was like, wow, maybe it's because the floor is always so chaotic with things going on. But I saw the exit and I was like, I'm going out there. I've never seen this before. So I go out the exit, and what is out back? Oh, just beautiful, beautiful waterfall. It was a waterfall. There were maybe caves, I don't know, but ledges, you could see. But what caught my eye was this: the wolves. There were wolves, but this one wolf was standing there, and he was like gray and white and black and just majestic as could be. They all knew as soon as I exited the door, because they all stopped and looked at me. I did not feel threatened. I didn't feel like they were scared of me. Rather, just the opposite. I got this, we're here to protect you. I'm going to protect kind of an energy. As I'm just taking in the sights and the waterfall and the beautiful ecosystem that's going on around, I happened to turn because I heard a familiar voice. I was super excited. I know this voice. And I turned around, and sure enough, it's my spirit guide. Yay! Okay, so he didn't show up in a shady moment at this house this time. He immediately kind of encased me in this bubble. I was in this bubble, and he's just going on. You could just see maybe light language, I don't know, but it felt like a blessing coming down, and it was encased in this bubble, and it was all around me. And I felt like he was giving me this blessing because I had to go on this task, right? Super excited. And what happens when the blessing is done? I turn back to look at the wolves, and I say to them, who's going with me? I got a task I got to complete. Have no idea what the task is, but I gotta go. And I got this sense like, no, they were just going to stay back and protect me. All right. And at that point, I was whisked back to consciousness. Wow, what a dream. I don't know how long. That was an 8-minute dream. I mean, that was insane. And this is one dream out of a lot that I have. I have 4 or 5 a night. And so these are some crazy dreams. And to be able to remember these, folks, what do these dreams mean? They've got to mean something. So let's go find out what this one means, shall we? All right, guys. So what do you think that dream meant? When I first sat down to meditate upon it, what first came up for me were the Akashic records. That's always so fascinating. And when you get to a point in your dreams that you can get to that point and that place to where your Akashic records are and your library, do me a favor and don't do what I do. Be prepared. Have a question for them, because one of two things is going to happen. They're either going to give you all of the information that you want, and they have no problem supplying all of it because they know that for a fact you're not going to be able to absorb it all, let alone take any of that back to the third dimension, to this dimension for recall, let alone know what to do with it. So they have no problem sharing all of it, or they're not going to share any of it with you because they don't want to assume to know what it is that you want to know. So don't do what I do. Go into that place having a question prepared. All right. I'm going to sit and meditate on that one. I'm definitely going to be prepared next time I see that place. That's for sure. I always get there and it's always like, well, I don't know. No, don't do what I do. But I tell you, the second thing that came up for me were these wolves. So when wolves appear in a dream, they often represent a very close connection to Mother Earth and the wild instinctual behavior that we often have. Wolves, they can mean many things depending on what it is that they are doing and inside your dream for you. In this particular dream, they came for a very specified reason. When a wolf appears in a dream, it's usually often connected to the unconscious, the instinctual side of the dreamer. And that's very important when you're dreaming, because we rely on instincts in that realm. The natives understood that the wolves represented, loyalty, strong roots. Wolves to them meant spirit, intelligence. So wolves represent many things. And we know that a wolf is very strong, but they're even stronger in their packs. And when the wolves appeared to me in these dreams, I knew it was my turn to go ahead and join that pack to help them out. Here on earth, our physical body, it's the instrument for our souls to express themselves in. We are here to learn, to share, to contribute. We are always creating, whether it be in words, dreams, work, art, music. It doesn't matter what it is that you are doing each and every day. You are always creating, because you always have thoughts going on. So you're always creating your own reality, aren't you? When I started this channel, I had no idea what on earth I was going to do, or nothing. I didn't know what I was going to talk about. But the one thing I did know were dreams. Dreams are what I know. Dreams are what I love. And dreams are always what I revert back to when this third dimension no longer entertains me, which just happens to be on a daily basis. It's because in that realm, I know that I'm actually able to transcend to frequencies of, higher evolutions that I could never know here on earth. It's because in that realm that I know freedom like I've never known before. I'm able to do anything that I want in an instant. If I want something, it's there. I can become lost in that world, or I can choose to seek answers if my heart so desires. I know that within each one of these dreams, every dream that I have is a tool to learn and live by. But I got to recognize those patterns to be able to understand that. Dreams speak to me in a language that only I know. It speaks pure truth, just like your dreams do for you. I know also that the outer, more developed realms of the universe are doing their part too in helping me, because they are contributing their knowledge and their support to be able to enable this great cosmic plan that they have laid out for me. But they can do this for anyone, not just me. It helps by allowing me the ability to be able to integrate, balance, release any unwanted strife and negative energy. Dreams are amazing tools. If you are able to discipline yourselves enough that you can raise your collective energies to a very higher vibration outside of your daily mundane task activities, then guess what? The universe is going to share their gifts with you as well. When you find your ability to transcend to that state, not so much in dreams if you're not able to dream, but in your own special, unique way, you should embrace it. And you should embrace it because it's your unique way that is the gift for all of us. What is that saying? Your goal in life is to find your purpose. And your purpose is to give it away. It's your own special, unique way of crafting. That's what you're good at, whether it be in the dreams, the art, the entertainment, the crafting of something. Maybe you do sculpting. Maybe you're a welder that can sculpt some steel statues. That's creating, but by finding your gift and what you're good at, now you're actually helping to heal the rest of us and elevate us as well. And that's going to allow the cosmos to go ahead and shower you and the planet with more energies that awaken our higher minds to our open and loving heart. That Christ center that we know as our souls. It's going to allow others to become more loving and tolerant people as well. Those of you who are able to reach that state of awareness, and all of those with a loving heart and an open mind, they're going to be offered opportunities to receive many wondrous and long-promised gifts of that spirit. You have to have an open mind, though, and an open heart to be able to see and share that experience, though. That is why, like I tell you guys, 5 minutes a day is so important, whether it be reflecting, laughing, taking a moment to go inward, anything, chanting, just even sitting in silence. Just take 5 minutes a day for yourself, okay? Because you deserve it. And you want to know why? Because that's going to start the journey for you. You can't make way for these new gifts to come to you if you haven't been able to sit and clear out the old past traumas and disbelief, or the beliefs that no longer serve you. You got to throw away all of your negative emotions, your judgmental biases, your reflections. You know, it doesn't work that way if you want these new gifts and this abundance to come to you. There are great people out there that can actually help offer this to you. You know, as far as finding what your special gift is, it's so that you can share your expression of your soul's experience and your wisdom to others, because you have that, because everyone has a special gift to share. If you are wanting this to happen, guys, keep your mind and your eyes open. There are people that will come to you in the most unlikely sense. You know, it could be very much, you know, that homeless person that you see once a week. The soul, the spark of the creator, you know, it chooses to express creativity in many different ways. So what is your way? When you finally find your soul's expression, you should go ahead and allow that to transpire into a gift that you're going to be able to share without any hesitation. So guys, be patient with yourself in finding your gift. Allow yourself time to find out what it is you know and what it is you're good at. I mean, this is not going to be an overnight process, folks. Some of you have never sat with yourself long enough to even know what you can do. For those of you out there that are just starting on your journeys and with yourself and your own waking up, use this moment for a purpose of a higher nature. You know, I mean, consider it your contribution to the betterment of humanity. We can all use that. And upon awakening, once you find out what your gift is, there's going to be a new sparkle in your eyes. Yeah, it's going to be a sparkle of knowingness. A sparkle of knowing that all of us, we already know, is already interconnected in this divine cosmic dance going on here. It's a sparkle of knowing that, you know, the joy of love is always going to be there inside whenever your soul needs it. There's a sparkle knowing that your purpose here is not going to be to save anyone, but rather understanding that you are just extending a very loving invitation and inspiration to all of us out there. There's going to be a sparkle in your eyes that knowing that uniqueness and individuality are very welcomed here and not shunned like they have you believing. You know, knowing that when people do send out a call for help in any fashion, you're going to be the one that's going to be able to help guide them, because you're coming from a different state of compassion altogether. There's going to be a sparkle in your eyes knowing that you will never ever fail to give powerful, inspiring guidance to help make it through even the most daunting task for others. Guys, once upon a time, a special someone came here to Earth to remind humankind, and even themselves, that they were not alone. That we are all equally important actors, intimately interconnected in the unfolding of this universe. You came to remind us that fear is but an invitation to growth, and that in the end, guys, there is no end. There's only the sacred moment. You know, so be open to the richness that you're ready to receive, because it's there waiting for you. There is only the eternal, guys, which of course is here and now. There is no limit to the creativity that you are gifted with. So what are your talents? What are your hobbies? What is it that you're good at? That is what you need to be sharing with the world. It's your gift to us, to humanity. So what are we waiting for, folks? You already know what the gift inside of you is. Find it, unwrap it, and see what pops up for you. It's like Lao Tzu says, at the center of your very being, you have the answer. You already know who you are, and you already know what it is you want. And so, guys, to go ahead and bring this transformation story to a close, or maybe now for some it's an opening, continue to go ahead and find even more joyful, meaningful ways to love, explore, play, grow together. and with everyone here. When we are all able to unwrap our gifts, the world will thrive in all of its abundance. Guys, thanks so much for joining me for this anniversary special. Until the next time, many blessings, folks.